You try to, I think you might have mentioned this before, but is James Harden somebody that you try and imitate certain aspects of their game, like the step back is obviously a popular one, and the various herky-jerky kind of moves that you like to do? Is that somebody that you look to for?
Yeah, about Harden, I started a lot to think. So it was a step back, and the way he drops fouls. It's amazing. He can, the way the moment you reach, he's gonna cross there and he's gonna get 2 free throws. So I watch a lot of videos there, so I can learn that.
How do you feel to that?
The game's changed so much. So people didn't used to shoot step back threes. I think he and James Harden have maybe a similar type game for the modern game, the step back threes, the passing ability. So I think he's a little bit like Harden. He's got a little Larry Bird, with the ability to see the game, a step ahead. But very, very different game these days. Bird wasn't shooting those step back threes like that off the dribble. So he's a unique player to himself.
It's hard to. What do you? Is there a difference, maybe in terms a little bit of like explosiveness, but in terms of
you gonna ask me about
effectiveness? No, and effectiveness. What's the difference between James Harden and Luka?
Oh wow!
I think that's the comp right there. Am I far off on that?
No, because they both have size. I mean, you look. Everybody said, oh, he had 13 assists, 43 points. He can really score the ball. But he's 6'6", had 17 rebounds.
Yeah.
It's like usually you give up something to have something, but he had 17 rebounds. People want to look at all the stats. He shot this from the field. I'm like, he had 17 rebounds. He's the point guard. Yeah. Like so he can guard pretty much 1 through 5 with his size. He has that big frame. He's got that size to him in a way that you don't typically see at that position. So like James, yeah, he's just built different. I know they're playing that brand and style of small ball that they want to play, and that's their identity. But like he has some serious size on him where he can't match up against most fours. James can, and I feel like both of those guys can do that. So, I mean, we'll see where, because the trajectory isn't even here. It's like this right now for Luka. But I feel like, and obviously James came in as third pick at ASU, 6th man for a team that was great, made it to the finals. So we don't know what it would have been like him being the first option right out the gate. But it just seems like Luka's figured it out at such an earlier age. It's I don't know as far as comparisons go, but that's as far as what they do and what they add to their team. That's pretty.
I just
spot
think
on.
the way they play and the skill set, and if you look at certainly their shot chart, it's like step back threes, layups, and free
Invest
throws.
in a step back. That's it.
Brad Beal's tweet.
That was amazing.
Invest in a step
ahead. It reminds me a little bit of Larry Bird in that regard. He's kind of one step ahead in the chess match, but he's got this James Harden skill set with crossovers and step backs, and so he's a brilliant player and so young, and so he's going to be one of the cornerstones of this league for a long time. So he's very important to
James, Luka's been compared to you a lot just in terms of physicality, some of the same skill set, acceleration. Do you think he's the guy who's kind of developed into playing the same style as you?
Yeah, he's great. He's great. Not only does he have the ability to score the basketball, but he's a great passer as well. He uses his body very well. Rebounds the ball. He does a lot of things to impact the game. And with this only being his first year, we got a long way to go, but he's definitely on a great start.
Totally have it. You did pen a great feature on the ESPN app comparing rookie sensation Luka Doncic to the reigning MVP James Harden. That's quite a comp, Mike. So give us a little justification here.
Listen, it's not the perfect comparison. I think James is more dynamic to the rim, Luka a little bit more versatile, but there's some nuance to this and some real similarities. So this dates back to the summer of 2017. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting down with your guy, Goran Dragic, and we're talking Luka Doncic. We're at the European Championships, and he brings up the name James Harden, and he's talking about the fact that Luka looks slow, right? We've seen his body type, but he's not slow. He's quick. He gets to his spots. He's crafty. He uses his body, and that got me thinking about James Harden. So I reached out to P3 Sports Science in Santa Barbara, spent some time with James' trainer and strength and conditioning coach Paul Fabritz in Anaheim, and the one similarity these guys have is kind of their secret sauce, their hidden athleticism. It's their ability to stop on a dime. These are two of the best decelerators in the entire NBA. So James ranks in the 99th percentile in that category, and Luka 93rd percentile. So that's what you see with the step backs, with their ability to cover ground with those step backs, their slow down finishes and floaters and ability to draw fouls. It's that deceleration, and then you add in their ability to play pick and roll, their ability to shoot it off the dribble, their skill level. So it's not exact, but I do think that there's something there.